Hello again. I just got a call from the Department of Social Services and my exit application has been rejected. They won't tell me why. They say they don't have that information. They're going to give me the information and my appeal process in an email that I still haven't got. I have absolutely no idea why it's been rejected. I've never drunk alcohol, I've never smoked, I've never gambled, I've never taken non-prescription drugs. I can't have children. I had a job that was going really well and I do still have it, except we don't get any work now because of COVID-19. So I haven't had work in a couple of months now, which means that there goes my food budget. This past fortnight I had $12 for food, and that was it. The next few days I'm going to be eating rice, because that's what's left. Luckily, I managed to get rice that wasn't sold out, even though it was the expensive kind. So now I have to go through the appeal process. And this is the only assessment and criteria they have. Reasonably and responsibly manage your personal and financial affairs. Well, I'm not homeless. I don't have any bills outstanding except recently because I've not had any work to be able to pay most of my phone bill off, but I can pay that tomorrow because I've budgeted and organized to have my advance come out, and I can pay my rego and I can pay for the bill, and I'll be able to even have some left over for food. And my prescriptions, because that's running out in three days. Wonderful! Antidepressants that you can't stop because they can send you into a sort of suicidal spiral, and I'm struggling to afford them. But any interests of children you're responsible for? Well, I'm not responsible for any of them. Conviction or prison sentences? Not a single one in my whole life. Risk of homelessness. Well, I have had to move several times in the past 2 years, but every time I've found somewhere to move to, and I've been stable in this one for quite a while. Health and safety and the health and safety of the community. Well, the one thing that's actually making my health and safety, not that great is this card. I've had to beg permission to pay rent 4 times in the past 6 months, which means that I don't know when I'm going to be able to pay rent or not, because they seem to decide not to let me pay it at random. So, responsibilities and circumstances. Well, I don't have any responsibilities really, except for bills. I don't have a partner, I don't have kids, I can't have them. I mean, I have 2 cats, because that's pretty much my social life is my cats. Engagement in the community, including employment or efforts to find work. I haven't had a breach from my job search agency in, it's got to be well over 10 years. I am employed, we just haven't got any work because of the COVID-19. So I'm going to not be happy when they finally do send me the email and tell me why they've rejected it, but It'd better be a really, really, really good reason, and it'd better not be the last reason that they gave me, which is, you can pay your rent and bills with the card with no problems. And I'm like, excuse me, no, I bloody can't. As I found out over Easter, where my insurance didn't come out, my rent they wouldn't let me pay my rent again. And all these problems that came up solely because I'm on the card. No other reason. If it had gone into my own account, I'd have been able to pay my rent instantly. I wouldn't have had to worry about 28-day housing limit times or anything. I wouldn't have had to worry about whether my insurance payment could come out or anything. The money was in there. It just didn't come out. So I just want to know why I'm being punished for being disabled. I really, really am wondering why they find the need to punish me for being disabled. Because this is just ridiculous. This is not on. I've never done any of the things that they want me to not do, so, you know. But I'm going to have to appeal because it's clear that no one in that department has even half of a brain. If they had half a brain, they'd be dangerous. So stay tuned and we'll follow my appeal process, because that's bound to be just as fun as the crap you have to go through just to pay rent. Wish me luck.